Okay, this is a money working. No, it's a candle working. I'm not doing a jar on this. Well, actually, I probably will do a jar on it when I'm finished with the candle work. Uh, First of all, you need a green candle. I would normally use bigger ones than these, but this one is fine. And when this runs down and burns itself out, I will do another run of candles just to be sure that everything is flowing well. So, one run is fine if you think that's enough, but sometimes I give it 2 runs or 3 runs. It just depends how quickly these candles burn out and what feeling I'm getting from it and stuff. When I'm finished, what I'll do is I will scrape all the wax and I'll put it in a jar and I'll fill the jar up with honey, do like a little sweetening work, that kind of thing, just to finish things off. Yeah, so initially I was going to call on Clauneck and Boone for this working, but as I was writing up the petition to Clauneck, I just got a feeling not to go to Boone for some reason. So we're just working with Clauneck. I really do go with my gut on these things, so it's important to let you know that. So this candle, obviously, it's green. You could use gold, anything. Green to me represents money. So this is a work money type spell. We want the client to get traffic to her website. We want money rolling in, that kind of thing. So clean your candle, because you don't know whose manky paws has been around these candles in the shops or whatever. Also, if you have, I have a little tool for working with candles, but I cannot find it at the minute. But if possible, just get a knife and scratch on the person's name. And 1 second. So you could, scratch around the candle in like a spiral or whatever, just whatever you're into. I'm going to scratch the symbol of Jupiter, which looks like a number 4, and the rune Fehu, which looks like an F. Fehu, I would use Fehu in a lot of my money workings. Fehu basically has a lot to do with wealth. It just basically, years back, it meant cattle, and that cattle was wealth. So, if that makes sense. So I would just put the little rune Fehu, Fehu, and the symbol, which looks like a 4. Actually, that's it, similar to that for Jupiter. Excuse me. That was just hand drawn, as you can see. It's best probably to print it out and then go over it, But at the end of the day, it does the job. That's the main thing. Sometimes it's nice to do things freehand and just put that little bit of effort in. So I like to start at the bottom and work the oil up to the top. And I know people are different with regards to that. This is a success oil. I need an attraction oil to bring attraction to the business. Go. So, go with whatever oils you've got. And if you're calling on Clauneck, in my opinion, Clauneck is fine to work with. But it's best to do a bit of research. Clauneck, it will be fine if he gets respect. Like all these spirits, respect is key. I think it's really important. And to make an offering, you could use, like I've said before in many of my videos, you could use candles, you could use a glass of water, a glass of wine, chocolates, sweets, cake, anything along those lines is perfectly fine, and will be acceptable, I'm sure. But yeah, Clauneck is basically the spirit of wealth and hidden treasure, and he works really well. I have a lot of positive influence. I have a lot of positive experiences from Clauneck, and I'm very grateful to Clauneck for everything Clauneck has done. And to me, Clauneck works quite well, quite fast as well. So that's just a bit of information. And that's the seal, which is a bit strange looking. I know you can't really see that, but you could always print that off the internet and go over it in pen. Now I put a ring of sugar to sweeten up the issue, and there's a tiny little bit of honey on this, a tiny little bit, because I find that candles don't burn well with honey on them. But each to their own. It's just a little mix for money. I'm going to add it over here a second. Let's see if I can get it to stick to the candle. Just one moment. Okay, basically what I've done is I've put the bits and pieces that I need on the plate, and I've rolled the candle on the little plate towards me. So I have some 5-finger grass there, and a little mix for money, some shredded money. Not too much, because at the end of the day I don't want the place to go on fire. But yeah, a little bit of shredded money is always really good in this type of a working. It's sticking to the candle nicely. I know you can't really see that, but you don't have to do this, but it helps. Believe me, it helps. Actually, some cinnamon would be a good idea. Where would I find cinnamon? I know I have it. It's not far. Just a little bit, because again, I don't want the candle not to burn down. Oh, come on. I thought I poured stuff in that. Cinnamon is really good for money, drawing things to you. And I did put Van oil on that as well, and Fast Lock oil, which is a little red oil. So just to let you know. So we've got something like this, and I'm going to attach it to the plate, and I know I should be using a candle holder. Let me have a look. Okay, I don't have a candle holder at hand, but basically I will be standing over this anyway whilst I work on it, and I'll burn a notch of it each night, probably over 5 days. I don't know, it really depends on how long the candle burns for. You could put little notches in it yourself, just little marks, and sit, and you don't have to sit with a candle, but I do it. I like pushing energy into it, but you could mark it and sit for, up until the point that you've marked it. It's truly up to you. Again, whatever oil you have, use that. Spirit wise, I don't know, whatever spirit you work with, I'm sure, most matron patrons cover all aspects of life. But on this occasion, Clauneck is the one I called on. Clauneck is not a matron or a patron of mine. But at the end of the day, he still is the one that I felt the draw to. So anyway, I'm starting to waffle. So I'm going to light this, and then I'm going to read a few cards. So just give me one moment. And I hate using lighters, I really do. I'm going to have to get matches. So that's the candle on its way. It'll burn. It'll start to pick up a flame again. It always does that. It goes down to a small little point, and then it comes up. Yeah, so I'm just going to pop it out of the way, and I will be back in a second. Also, the little petition and the sigil, put that underneath the plate. Don't put it to the side of the plate or anything along the lines near that flame. Just keep it well away. So I just looked at a few cards for you to see just what we're at. I'll look at the oracle cards first of all. First card is financial constraints. So you're going to find things that are a little bit difficult to begin with. That's normal. And then we've got strategy. So it's basically telling you to put things in some sort of working order, be it magically or just whatever. put things in some sort of order. And then it's telling you adjacent possibilities, that there's the option of other doors opening for you. So always bear in mind that there's adjacent possibilities. And then we've got woman holding a coin. So I think that's a good indicator that things will turn around. Things will turn around for you. That's a positive card. Also, let me have a look. These are the normal cards. Probably pick up on a lot of things. Let's see. Legal issues. The legal issues I feel are pressing on your health a little bit. If not your physical health, your mental health. There's a legal issue that's worrying you. That house card tells me that it's I'm being drawn to the fact it's a court, or it's a some sort of a building that's quite official. But the tree beside that is telling me that could be to do with too much worry over the issue. I don't think you need to worry about that issue. There's someone in this picture. We've got the snake card and the clouds beside it, which is strange. Someone that doesn't really want to see you do well. That could be just anyone. These cards can pick up on things. I don't think it's anything to actually really worry about. But it's a bit strange. And then the lily. Sometimes that lily. I always think of someone that's older than you. So I mean, I'd be really interested to hear your feedback. But I think things are going to be difficult again. The mountain tells me that, but there's going to be some sort of good news on the way. That letter is a sign of some sort of correspondence that will be favorable. And then I've got the dog, friend of yours, or someone close to you. I'm not explaining myself very well. I've got someone around you is making your life a bit difficult. That could be this, but I think it's a close friend. I don't think the person means any ill will, but that letter could be something actually to do with them. I know I'm going off track a little bit. If we keep on to the money thing, because sometimes these cards just pick up, like I said before, every single aspect of your life. Give me one moment and I can have a little look. What cards have I not read in a while? You can just see if we're on the right track. Give me a second. Okay, these are from the answer deck, and they give straight to the point messages. First card is anxiety, just showing that there's stress. However, I have ending. I do think that the issue that you're having at the minute will end. That's a court issue. I think you told me about that. Yeah, you did. That's in one of my emails. So I think things will start to come to an end there. That battle card, yeah, that would imply some sort of a legal issue. Excuse me. Have faith in everything that you do. Faith is an important card. And then there's a dark-haired woman and a fair to grey-haired man. I don't know if this makes any sense to you at all, but the last card is gain, which is really good. I think things will balance themselves out. It all takes time, as you know. These things take time. Anyway, I'm going to work this for you. We can see how things go. We need to give it a bit of, like I said, we need to give it a bit of time and come back to me with any updates. Anything else you need, just come back and we can discuss it. Money work can be speedy, it can be slow, it just depends. It just depends on the circumstances. And so what I'm going to do is shoot you this over, and For everyone else, it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. You can like, share, subscribe. I have a lot of videos on the way, so please bear with me. Work in progress, this channel. So thanks. Like, share, subscribe.